Hey Algebra students, Mr. Fovel is back and I'm here to help you with lesson 7-6. And our focus on lesson 7-6 is factoring. The idea behind this is we want to take something that is in standard form, ax squared plus bx, and we want to turn it into something in factored form. So our goal today is to figure out how to do that. Well, we're going to start with the easy version, which is if there's no c value. Notice at the end here, there's nothing being added or subtracted. It's essentially plus 0. But we don't need that. Because of this, if you remember our box, this is a situation where it is a 1 by 2 on the top. So we start when we're factoring with the x squared. How do we create x squared? Well, we do it by taking x times x. That's where our x squared comes from. Well, we have this x, and we want to create 6x. So x times 6 gives us 6x. Because it's a positive 6, we're going to have a plus sign here. So our factored form here is going to be x times x plus 6. That's the easiest version. Now we have two more versions that we're going to look into. So the first one here is x squared minus 7x plus 12. So again, we want to start with our box to help us. Now the x squared is the easiest to break apart. We go x times x gives us this x squared. But now we need to figure out the other three boxes. The best place to start is the 12. So this 12 goes right in this box. If you remember, these two boxes have to add up to our negative 7. Well, this one's a little tricky because of the negative. What we want to look for is pairs of numbers that create 12 through multiplication. Well, there's some options. There's 1 times 12, there's 2 times 6, there's 3 times 4. The tricky part here, though, is we want a negative in the middle, meaning that because this has got to be positive, both of these numbers have to be negative. So this is actually negative 1 and negative 12, negative 2 and negative 6, negative 3 and negative 4. So then we just have to use a little trial and error to figure out which one adds up to negative 7. Well, negative 1 and negative 12 make negative 13, negative 2 and negative 6 make negative 8, negative 3 and negative 4 make negative 7. So our answer should be negative 3 and negative 4. Which side you put them on does not matter. So then we just test it out. Negative 4 times x, negative 4x. Negative 3 times x, negative 3x. These create negative 7x. So our sides are correct, and our factored form is x minus 4, x minus 3. You can actually flip-flop the order of these. You could do x minus 3 times x minus 4. All right, we have another situation here. Again, I've put negatives into both of these problems because it's harder typically for people when they're dealing with negative numbers. So the positives I feel you'll figure out easily. I want to give you some help with the more difficult negative situation. So again, we're going to start with our box. Remember, I just start with the box. If you come up with a process that maybe is a little quicker and you don't need to draw out the box anymore, use it. Come up with a quicker way for yourself. This is just a good visual as you start. So we have our x squared that we're starting with, and that comes from x and x. We want in this box here, well, in the previous one we had positive 12, so we put a 12 in. Here we have minus 20, so that actually is going to act as a negative 20. Okay, because this part is negative, that means we're going to have one negative number and one positive number. So we have negative 1 times positive 20, negative 2 times positive 10, negative 4 times positive 5. Then we can also reverse these and go negative 5 times positive 4, negative 10 times positive 2, and negative 20 times 1. So these are our options. So we just have to figure out which option gives us negative 8. I know it says minus 8, but we're going to treat the minus like a negative. So negative 1 and 20 make 19. Negative 2 and 10 make 8. Negative 4 and 5 make 1. Negative 5 and 4 make negative 1. Okay, we have some negatives here. Negative 10 and 2 make negative 8. So it looks like it's that one. I don't even need to go to negative 20 and 1 because I found what I think is the right answer. So we're going to try it. We're going to go negative 10 here, positive 2 here. Negative 10 times x is negative 10x. 2 times x is 2x. And these create negative 8x. So our factored form in this one is x minus 10 for the left side, x plus 2 for the left, or for the top there. So now we have all of these in factored form. If anything wasn't clear, make sure you let myself know. And if you need to, please rewatch the video to get a little bit better idea of it and take down some notes. Thank you.